Tonight at 11, we're getting fresh insight into these latest developments that are coming in the Delphi murders case. Attorneys for Richard Allen, who's the man charged with killing Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017, tonight are saying they have evidence that investigators lied and tried to hide information. Our Emily Longnecker spent tonight poring over these new documents, taking them to a legal expert to help us break it down. Emily?
Well, Scott, Richard Allen's defense lawyers say Allen didn't kill Abby Williams and Libby German, but people practicing the pagan religion of Odinism did. And then investigators not only brushed aside crime scene evidence supporting that theory, but also tried to hide it.
At the end of the day, the prosecutor's role is to seek the truth and seek justice.
Defense attorney and former Marion County prosecutor Katie Jackson Lindsay has one word for claims from Richard Allen's defense lawyers that investigators withheld and hid evidence that could prove Allen's innocence.
The best word I can keep coming up with is disturbing.
Allen's attorneys claim police ignored crime scene evidence that the teens were killed in a ritualistic sacrifice after consulting a Purdue professor who told them there was no evidence to support that. In court documents filed today, Allen's attorneys say in a recent interview that same professor contradicted what investigators told the defense just last month. According to the defense, the professor told investigators, quote, after viewing the pattern of sticks on the girls, that it was a given that someone was trying to replicate a Germanic rune script, possibly associated with Odinism. That analysis, say Allen's lawyers, was backed up by a Harvard expert. Allen's attorneys claim investigators knew the Purdue professor's name, but tried to hide it from their defense team, and also misled the Carroll County prosecutor by telling him they didn't know the professor's name or where to find him. All of it proof the defense claims that investigators misled a judge to get a search warrant for Richard Allen's home. Now a judge must consider more than 150 pages of court documents and decide if the information in them, including the theory the girls were killed as part of a ritual sacrifice, supports that request.
It's this judge's responsibility to say, is the omitted information egregious enough, significant enough, relevant enough that it is likely that it would have changed that judicial officer's decision. And that's a high burden for the defense to make.
So here's what's next. A judge will decide whether the defense has a credible argument and whether there needs to be a hearing to consider possibly throwing out evidence police collected from Allen's home. Scott?